Good morning, dear students. Welcome in social science class. Dear students, previously we have done about the topic, the introduction part of the chapter, the Turkish invasion in North India. And after that, we have taken the next topic that was about Mahmud Ghazni, how he came to India and what exactly he was having aim and why he was taking all the wealth from India to Afghanistan, or we can say that to Ghazni. And today, dear students, we will start our next topic about Muhammad Ghori. He was also a very great ruler, we can say that. So let's start today's topic. Muhammad Ghori was the ruler of a small kingdom of Ghor in Afghanistan. It's a place in Afghanistan. We can say that, look at the picture of also and the photo, we can say that of Muhammad Ghori. He conquered Ghazni as a place. He placed it under the charge of his brother and decided to turn his attention towards India to expand his empire. Unlike Mahmud Ghazni, whose main aim of invading India was to loot the great wealth of India. But on the other hand, dear students, what happened? Muhammad Ghori exactly don't want to loot the wealth of India. He exactly want to control over India. The thoughts and the ideas or beliefs, we can say that, of Muhammad Ghori and Mahmud Ghazni was totally different. Although they belongs to the same place, but their ideas, their views were totally different. Underline this one line also. The credit of the founding of Muslim empire in India goes to Muhammad Ghori. We can say that Muhammad Ghori was the founder of Muslim empire in India. He occupied Peshawar, Lahore and Sindh. Presently, we can say that in Pakistan, he was defeated in the first battle of the Rhine by Prithviraj Chauhan. There were two battles of the Rhine, and one in 1191 and another is 1192, but was victorious in the second battle of the Rhine and took over Delhi and Ajmer. And after that, what happened? His dream of establishing an Islamic empire would have been incomplete without conquering Kannauj. We can say that place in Uttar Pradesh, very powerful area in India. We can say that in previous chapter also, the tripartite struggle will also consist. A fierce battle took place between the Muslims and the Rajputs. The power of Rajputs was crushed. King Jachand was defeated and Muhammad Ghori occupied Kannauj and Benares. Muhammad Ghori did not have a child of his own, although he was having a huge empire, but he was not having, unfortunately, he was not having his own son, or we can say that natural heir or successor. He put his territories under the charge of his trusted slave and general, we can say that, Qutbuddin Aibak, very important name in Indian history, we can say that, Qutbuddin Aibak. The disunity among Indian rulers and the caste system were the main causes of the success of Ghori and defeat of Indian rulers. Yes, dear students, it is very important to being a ruler or an emperor that the team spirit should be there. But on the other hand, what happened among the Indian rulers, they were fighting among themselves and they were not able to maintain their leadership as well as their rulership in India, and that advantage has been taken by the other rulers. The common people were dissatisfied because the control was taken by the Muslim rulers. As they had no contact with the rulers, some Rajput rulers helped the Turks against their own country, and this was also creating problem among the Indian rulers and they were not very long keep their empire along with them. Moreover, the feudal system means the landlord system, where the landowners were very powerful, weakened the power of the kings. And what happened? They were also not supporting the kings, and this was also create problem among the kings, and they lose their power as well. Ghori's army was well equipped and his campaigns were properly planned. Whenever he was going for the battle or the war, he was having always a trained army with him. The Muslim armies moved swiftly on their horses as compared to the armies of the Indian rulers. Yes, and mostly what happened, the Indian armies were infantry, those who are moving on the surface. But on the other hand, the armies were on the horses, so that was also create problem among the Indian kings that used old methods of war, equipments in elephants. The elephants were not of much help during the war as many a times. They turned their wrath on their own forces. It was creating problem for the Indian kings because whenever they were using the infantry army, on the other hand, the elephants, were not that much smart, or we can say that of fast to control over the different or opposite army. Do you know, except for the conquering Gujarat, Ghori was successful in every invasion. He was also a very great ruler. King Bhimdev, very important. King Bhimdev gave such a crushing defeat that Ghori could not dream of peeping into Gujarat again. And then after, Ghori was not able to conquer or to attack over any area in India. So this was all about the Ghoris and how he came to India, and for not that much long period of time he was controlled in India. He was not having his hire, that's why he gave whole empire to his trusted slave, that was Qutbuddin Aibak. And then after, the new dynasties were arose in India, which we will discuss in the next chapter. Now the keywords are there. What is Khalid? Is the leader of Islamic polity, regarded as a successor of Muhammad, we can say that. Heritage, that is old things which we have to preserve, like art, building, traditions, beliefs, that the society consider important to its culture or legacy, transform from one generation to another, then only we can learn. Historian, who studies the past. Lineage, the line of descending. Descendant means your successors of a particular ancestor, family, or race. After one king, who will be the next ruler. And the last one is recruitment, and its appointment. How a person can be appointed. So this is all about today's topic. Read the page carefully, page 92, and try to understand it. So there are students, we have completed the reading section of the chapter and few question answers also. So before we can go for next chapter, try to read and listen video carefully. Thank you. Good day and stay safe.